get diving in. All right, welcome. I am so honored to have you here and to just share a little bit about sharing dŌTERRA. So as we go through, please, this is a working session, like ask questions, and if there's anything you want to share and bring up, then you're totally welcome to do that. All right. Oops, too far. Sharing dŌTERRA is just such an incredible opportunity. And coming into this and using your essential oils, you begin to meet people like the people on this screen and the people in this picture. And we have just this already built-in friendship and relationship that is undescribable. And so this is a picture of us at convention last year. We have a good time. We learn hard, we play hard, and it's just such an honor to be sharing this journey with everyone. And so even if you're not like diving in and like growing a business yet, like this is still the community you're gonna have. And you know, one of the things that's so incredible about sharing is think about the last time you picked something at a clothing store, or the last place you went shopping, or a restaurant you went to. Sharing comes naturally. And a recent study shows that 72% of customers will share a positive experience with 6 or more people. And so that's where thinking about and sharing your essential oils just comes naturally. So, you know, as we started this call and Shauna was sharing that she was just at the dentist and sharing about her experience and what she's doing. And you just never know who is waiting for you to share that with them. And so why share? This is honestly, every time I think about why do I continue to share these oils, it's because I want to empower other people. I want them to have this opportunity to find these tools and these solutions for anything in their life. When you're sharing dŌTERRA, you're also earning rewards. And, you know, even if you aren't the one enrolling them or bringing them to a class, we are happy to help you with that. And then every time someone joins this community, you know, we would love to spoil you even more. And then of course, there's also the other side of that is like, you can create an income and learn this way of financial freedom and time freedom. And along the way, change some lives.
So I'll go. So you can share anywhere, anytime. You can share your story. You can share an oil experience. You can share a sample, and you can share online. I know for me personally, I'm a hairstylist by trade. So a lot of the times, like I have my oils in my cabinet, and I am like either putting on deep blue, or I'm putting on like an uplifting blend, or maybe a calming blend. And so generally that kind of sparks some sort of conversation. So somebody's like, ooh, what's that? So that's like one way that I get to share. And it really is cool because then generally people around me are like, what are you doing? You know, so it's kind of cool how I can like share that experience. So share your story. Preparation makes sharing feel simple when shared. So consider these questions, or consider to answer the questions. What led you to dŌTERRA? What positive experiences have you had with oils or products? So like Katie said, you know, 72% of people are more likely to share something when they've had a positive experience. So if we've had a positive experience with an oil or maybe with a product from dŌTERRA, we're more likely to share it because people are going to be like, oh, what are you doing? What's that? Your skin is glowing, you know, so we can share some things like that. And then how have dŌTERRA products changed your life? I know for me personally, like, I don't know where I would be today if I didn't have Deep Blue. And that's just one of the products that really like, you know, got me started. And so it's really cool to be able to continue to like, I don't want to say take a deep dive, but like really add to my sort of like toolbox, I guess you could say. So we want to share an experience. So by doing that, we want to ask the person, like, are you open to trying something natural? So some people may be a little bit apprehensive to trying something natural, but I think once you give them the sample and they try it, then they are like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Like, what else can I do? What else could I change? So you want to share an experience. We've been using doTERRA essential oils, and we're loving how they helped us, and they do many different things. So ask permission to share a sample, and also then follow up 48 hours afterwards, just to make sure that they did have a positive experience. And if they didn't, then maybe, consider finding something else for whatever they are going through. So some sample ideas, there's all sorts of things, doTERRA has a couple of different things that are already prepackaged for us, like the Deep Blue Rub and the toothpaste and the shampoo and conditioner, just to name a few. But you can also keep little, they call them drams, and you can keep those in your purse or like on a keychain. And when you're out and about, and you maybe drop, say you're at a restaurant and you drop a drop of lemon in your water, and somebody's like, oh, what are you putting in your water? You could very easily take that little sample dram that you have and give it to them, so that they can experience the positive, things that you're experiencing too. And again, always ask permission to follow up 48 hours afterwards to see how their experience went. So, and we want to utilize our natural solutions. So like any of us, or any of the resources that are available to us, just because we want to make sure that we are doing our best by sampling them correctly. So, and then when you're sharing online, just make sure that you're referencing to body systems, not health issues or disease or anything like that. That's just like one little claim. So.
Awesome. All right. So another way that we can share doTERRA is host classes. So those of us who are, those educators that Casey mentioned, we love to teach classes and we love to share in that capacity. And so one of my favorite things, of course, is to do it in person. Right now, we are doing a lot more online, which is still good. We can still connect with each other. And so we would love to have, you host a class too. And so you can host a class, get together some of your friends, your family, the people that you would typically be sharing some of those things that you love. Katie mentioned you have a favorite movie or restaurant or something that's gone right that you really love. We want other people to get excited about it too. And doTERRA is not different than that. We want to make sure that we're sharing. So you can host a class, or you can even host one-on-one. So maybe it's just you've got one person that you've been talking to doTERRA about, and you want some support with that. And so one of us as an educator would be happy to support you guys with that. So what can you do? Well, you can think about creating a list of people that you know and who you want to share with, and then we can start there. And then either we can get you supplies to sample them, or we can sample them ahead of time. We like to do that ahead of time if we can, just because it's really helpful for the people who are coming to have had an experience before they get there, so we can answer questions. We can, kind of talk about it together. People can see that other people have experienced the same thing. Sometimes that's very helpful to kind of really help through the process. So when you're inviting someone, we talked about how just kind of asking them, are you up for trying something natural? Are you open to learning more about it? And you can just let them know, I'm having this class on, such and such a date at this time. Or maybe you would just ask them, if they say, well, that doesn't really work for me. Okay, well, can we meet sometime next week, whether it's in person or online, whatever we're comfortable with right now, kind of figuring out what works for that person. But just letting them know that you are there for them. So we're being personal about it. We're kind of getting permission to make sure we're reminding them before the class. We do tend to try to avoid just inviting through mass email or text. So you'll see as educators, we love to put it out there on our social media, make sure people know it's available, but individually reaching out to people so that they know that this is not just something that we're teaching this, kind of general message, that we are really wanting to individualize these experiences so that people can really get their individual needs met. And then you'll want to remind them, right? We all need reminders that we have something important coming up. And so you can call or text them, before the class or the one-on-one, and share some value. Again, we're talking about individualizing it. So you're so excited to see them. You're going to have some great ways to take care of your family naturally. Feel free to bring a friend, right? We love when new people show up. We get so excited to be able to share that message with more people. And so letting them know that that's okay. And then spoiling for them for that, right? We love to spoil people with the gifts. And so here's ways that you can get spoiled just for sharing. And so, like I said earlier, we can help you sample. And so, we would love to share a free custom roller with you from, our stash once we are able to spoil someone you've referred to us as educators. And then when those people get started with their wellness account too, then you can also get another free oil from our stash. And so these are just really important ways to make sure that we are taking care of each other. We are allowing each other to learn new things about the oils. And so freebies are a great way for us to be able to just allow you to experience something new and something else, to kind of go after that well care. We're really wanting to make sure that we're continuing to stack the things that we're using and learning more and more about them so that we can weed out the things that don't work in our wellness.
Awesome. Well, earning an income with dŌTERRA, there's a number of different ways that we can earn an income with dŌTERRA. And I wanted just to quickly share with you, when I started using oils and I saw the amazing benefit that they had on myself and for me and my family, I just felt this inner desire, I have to share these with everybody. I didn't know about these, and everybody should know about these and should know about these options. I just felt like a duty to share these. And so for me, and probably many of the girls on this call that are interested in sharing, just kind of tugged at my heart, I need to share these with people. And so it came very, very naturally. And that's what I love about this. And that's kind of our mission, is to share with you that this is a very, it's been very natural for us, and it can be natural for you. One of the perks to it, obviously we want to spoil you with oils. If that is your thing, where you just want to share, or you have a few people in mind where that these oils could really help them, and you want to kind of show them the way and kind of lead them to our community, we'd love to do that. And then beyond that, if you're curious, hey, there's a way to earn an income, I want to know more. There are 4 ways to earn an income with dŌTERRA, and they're combined and stacked on top of each other and whatnot. So these are just a little bit of information, kind of a teaser. And if you are curious and want to know more, we're actually doing a business basics class that is coming next week on Wednesday, the 15th, and you are more than welcome to join us. It doesn't obligate you. I always say knowledge is power. So if you are curious, we'd love to kind of just show you different ways that we earn money through dŌTERRA, and kind of share with you our story and how that income has impacted our lives. And just see if maybe that's something that interests you. But I really wanted to share how natural this has been for me. It's been such a natural process, and a desire to just really truly share these healing benefits of these essential oils. And so, but feel free to join us next Wednesday if you would also like to learn a little bit more and go a little bit more in depth about what it is to grow a dŌTERRA business, if that kind of is impressed on your mind.
Thank you so much, everyone, for adding in your 2 cents on all of it. It's just really incredible. And so I think that, just to summarize some of the key takeaways, is just making sure that we share an experience, and just we are, even if they don't end up in anything just yet, you've made an impression and an impact on their lives. And so continue to share these amazing options.